There is a bitter fight erupting over presidential hopeful Mike Huckabee. Is he the best choice for evangelicals looking for a true social conservative in the GOP field? Or is he an anathema to conservatives because of his liberal economic views? The former governor of Arkansas joins me now live from Washington. Governor, good to see you. Thanks so much for your time.
Well, thank you, Nora. I kind of laughed when you said liberal economic views. I've been accused of being this right-wing conservative back in Arkansas, so you never know where the attacks are going to come from. But it's flattering, actually, to start getting this. Not comfortable, not pleasant, but it means I'm obviously very much alive and a threat to somebody.
Well, Governor, as you have noted, perhaps because you're moving up in the polls, there are a lot more people coming out to dissect your views on many issues. So I do want to ask you about what Phyllis Schlafly, who is a staunch conservative, has said about you. She's also the head of the Eagle Forum. She said, quote, "He destroyed the conservative movement in Arkansas and left the Republican Party in shambles. Yet some of the same evangelicals who sold us on George W. Bush as a compassionate conservative are now trying to sell us Mike Huckabee." What's your reaction to that? I mean, there was this Washington Times front page piece yesterday that said Huckabee stirs up third-party fear.
You know, I only wish that Phyllis loved me as much as I love her. She's a wonderful lady. She's been a great leader for the conservative movement. Her book, It's a Choice, Not an Echo, was a big influence on my life as a teenager. But she's unfortunately misinformed about some things in Arkansas. There's a couple of state legislators that apparently I didn't make happy, but there's about 100 that would be happy to go on the record, and I hope that somebody will talk to them because they'll give you a very different picture. In fact, there were 11 members of the House out of 100 as Republicans when I became governor. There were about 30 when I left, so I'm not sure that would be indicative of leaving it in shambles.
But let me ask you, the Wall Street Journal has editorialized about your record on taxes. The Arkansas Democrat claims you finished your term as governor of Arkansas with a net tax increase of $505 million. The Club for Growth has run ads asking this question, saying, quote, "There once was a governor from Hope, Arkansas, who raised taxes like there was no tomorrow. Who is that liberal tax and spend Arkansas governor? Bill Clinton? No, it's Mike Huckabee." So what has been your record on taxes in Arkansas?
Nora, it's 94 tax cuts, signing the first ever broad-based tax cut in the state's history, and doing it in a Democrat legislature. It's also eliminating the marriage penalty, indexing the income tax for inflation, cutting capital gains taxes. It's about having a significant record of bringing tax reform and tax reductions, but there were issues like a road program that 80% of the people in my state voted for. It was a good thing. It was about complying with the state Supreme Court order on education funding that we really had no choice in. But you know something, this is politics 101.
So answer the question, would you raise taxes? Would you raise taxes if elected president?
No, I'd do something better than raise them. I would change the whole tax code, and we'd end the productivity tax, and we'd implement the fair tax, which would finally give people, especially those at the bottom, a chance to reach the next rung on the ladder. But I wouldn't raise taxes because we don't need more money. We need less spending. That's what I would do as president. Nora, one of the things that I read some of these criticisms, and my thought is the next thing you're going to find out somebody's accusing me for the disappearance of Jimmy Hoffa or the kidnapping of the Lindbergh baby.
Well, you are always good with a line, and we appreciate you coming on today. And Governor Huckabee, good luck to you, and we'll be watching as I see you're moving up in the polls in Iowa. So good luck to you out on the campaign trail.
Thank you very much, Nora.